Quest presents an unabridged recording of A Mumbai Murder Mystery, A Temple Hill Mystery, Book 1, by Meeti Shroff-Shah, narrated by Shaheen Khan. Chapter 1. Among the Gujaratis on the quiet sun-dappled slopes of Mumbai's posh Temple Hill, the fear of God is a mere second to the fear of what people will say. Reputations are prized, appearances are vital, and keeping them up is a life skill, passed down through generations alongside the family trade. There exists a code of conduct, unarticulated yet palpable in the power it exerts. Everything is as it should be, at least on the face of it. The actual messy business of living is conducted behind the gilded doors and silk-draped windows of plush sea-facing apartments. On Temple Hill, being happy is not quite as important as seeming happy. As she darkened her lipstick, Radhika Zaveri thought about the world she'd returned to. In a few minutes, she'd enter the welcome-back party her sister and brother-in-law were hosting for her. She'd be surrounded by family and friends. Some would be here because they cared for her, but most would attend out of curiosity. She couldn't blame them. They were sure to have heard the rumours. Radhi had been abroad for more than a decade, but the Gujaratis of Temple Hill were many-tentacled, with uncles and aunts and cousins across the world. Snatches of her life, or some warped version of it, would have got back to them. She inhaled deeply. She couldn't afford to appear weak. Most of them would be delighted if they thought she was suffering. It would validate their own approach to life, their narrow, rigid world-view. It served her right. She'd been one of them, but hadn't minded their ways. For anyone else, the community of Temple Hill would have long cut the cord. But her family was too well connected, and Radhi herself almost frightfully rich. For her, they'd made an exception. But it would be good to see her down, and she was damned if she gave them that pleasure. She could deal with their probing questions, the whispers behind her back, the stories they told each other which often made their way to her, twisted so much that she hardly recognized herself in them. What she couldn't bear was their pity. In a way...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?